What's up, guys? It's Daxer again. I know 2 videos in one day are kind of ridiculous. I wanted to go over a few things about Aion. I just started playing this game about, I think it was last night actually. I started playing this game last night, and I'm just jumping around here while I explain a few things because I don't like my fingers not moving. So I'm going to explain a few things about this game that I have learned. I'm brand new to this game. I haven't played it in years. I beta tested it. So I guess I'm not entirely brand new, but I'm pretty dang close to the fact I haven't played it in a really, really long time. I believe, let me go ahead and take a look. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. I'm looking at, where is this? Aion. Release date. Okay, yeah, so I was right. It was released on September 22nd, 2009, and obviously it's been quite a while. So it's been quite a while, and I beta tested it. I think I beta tested it in early October, or sometime in that area. And so when this game was first in its, it was originally designed to be a pay-to-play game. But that changed after the game really started to not do so well. They really had people quitting regularly. And so, you know, obviously that's not good. You don't want people to be quitting, but at the same time, you've got to make money. And so what they did is they transferred the game to a completely free-to-play game. It is entirely free-to-play. The only thing that you have to pay for, you don't have to pay for anything. One thing you can pay for is for conveniences, character stuff, character service I would assume, along with, hold on, I'm going to go ahead and turn the game volume down here real quick. Sorry about that, give me just 1 second. Turn it down like that. Okay, so the game was originally designed as and released as a pay-to-play game. $30? No, not $30 a month. Just like World of Warcraft and most pay-to-play games, it's $15 a month. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. I know some are 10. It was released on September 22nd, 2009. And I gotta say, I am very impressed with the changes that they've made. I beta tested it, and even during its beta, it was an extremely well put together game, and I really enjoyed it then. And after I quit WoW about a month and a half ago, I decided to, you know, get into something a little bit different. I was spending way too much time on WoW, and I don't think I will with this game, because due to the fact that I really I'm not all that much into Aion. So I just started playing, and I actually downloaded it about a week ago. I tried it and I didn't really like it, but I realized that I should have gotten further than level 2. So I'm playing again, as you can see, and I got to level 5 last night in about an hour, and then, oh crap, this guy's kicking my ass. And then after that, I've been playing today for about an hour, and I'm almost level 8. I'm pretty close. So as you can see, the interface is very sleek. It's very small. It's very minimal. You've got, you don't have your unit frames and your target frame, your player frame and your target frame aren't up here where I'm showing you right now. In World of Warcraft and a lot of MMOs, MMORPGs anyway, they're up here. There's you got your target, or you got your player and your target, and a pet under your whatever you have under there. And then the reason I have gotten into this game is mainly because of its it's player base, and the one reason I wanted to quit WoW in the first place was obviously because I was spending too much time on it, and I was literally addicted to the game. So I got into Aion for its player base because a lot of people who play Aion are very, very new to it. You know, you're not like, you don't have people who have been playing WoW ever since it was released, you know, like 6 or 8 years ago, or however it was. I haven't been playing for 6 years. And so I played WoW for 6 years, pretty much straight. I took like an 8-month break and that's it. But the player base in Aion is pretty new, you know, relatively new, and so you don't get people who are always, you know, harping you down for being a noob, because pretty much everybody's a noob. You know, you really don't have too many people who know everything about the game. I mean, I could tell you a lot of things about WoW. I could tell you a lot about WoW from, oh man, ridiculous. And so, and another thing I like about this game is how it's just different. I know that it seems just like, you know, WoW is obviously the thing that people refer to the most, because that was one of the very original MMORPGs that was very new. And it introduced a new kind of game, a new way of playing video games. I think it's what people liked, and so, you know, I got into it about 6 years ago. I was about 11 or 12 when I started playing. I'm 17 now. I turned 17 eight days ago. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. And Aion is very sleek. It's very smooth. There are times when you'll get lag. But lag, you can log out for like 30 minutes and you'll be fine, which isn't too much of an inconvenience. But during the day, there is a lot of people who are new and who are playing the game, and their decision to make it a free-to-play game was very, very smart, in my opinion, because well, if you look at how many people are playing during the day, like I got on about 2 hours ago, and I was doing some more stuff, like doing some more animation stuff, but I got on about 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, and last night there weren't many people playing, which I was surprised. And then today, actually, last night I wasn't surprised because I didn't think that many people knew about Aion. And so I got on today, and I gotta tell you, the freaking starting area, Akarios Village, was flooded. There were so many people there, and that's exciting. I like that. I like that there's a lot of people getting into new games, and, you know, I think that a lot of the WoW players, old WoW players, should get into a new game, because it might be the good time for something new. I think anyway. And so, just off of that, I want to, you know, obviously I've got a lot of background in MMORPGs. I played RuneScape ever since I was like 8. And then I've played World of Warcraft, I've played Road, I've played Rift. I played Rift when it came out. Wasn't a big fan of Rift, but I did play it for about a month and a half, and I quit it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like how it wasn't very well put together, and it wasn't very, very well balanced, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the background, and then getting to the new stuff. I want to just, if you're brand new to this, you're coming from World of Warcraft, or you're Rise of Dragonian era, then you're probably going to be wondering a few things. First of all, you're going to be wondering what these mana stones are. And if you're from World of Warcraft, they're kind of like gems. You're kind of like, you know, gemming. You know, you're adding stats. Like, if you look at my character, then you'll see I have a ranger sword, and you'll see down here at the bottom, it has 2 slots, and it has a block. Down at the bottom it says block plus 12, and those are kind of like gems. Mana stones are kind of like gems. I've got my shield, which is a pretty good shield, but gemmed or mana stoned or whatever you want to call it. And so, you know, that's all that. And then when it comes to skills, I've remapped all of my my key bindings, so I've got everything to WoW, because I'm really used to WoW. And I want to introduce to you this very cool aspect of Aion called chains, okay? And it's chain moves. So, as you can see, my Ferocious Strike, as you have on 1, and you don't see this one, because the Ferocious Strike leads to this Robust Blow. But it also leads to a tanking ability called Rage. And it increases your physical attack power by 9, but it also gives you a 100% chance to absorb 106 damage whenever you're being attacked, obviously. And so you can either use a warrior kind of soldier attack, or you can use a tanking ability just to absorb some damage. And so obviously there's a lot you can do with that. And so then you can just go over your skill list and come over to here. And the basic, I don't know exactly what the story of Aion is, but it's a pretty basic game, and it doesn't take too much time. Okay, I gotta go get an Apex horn. So it's pretty great game. I mean, I played Runes of Magic. I played, what's that other one called? Runes of Magic, and then it starts with an A. Hold on, let me look it up. Top 10 free MMOs. When I wasn't playing WoW for 8 months, I was really I was looking for a good MMO to play that was free. Not League of Legends. Hold on, let me look for these. Top MMO. I wanna find this because I wanna kind of do a okay. Anyway, I can't find it. I don't want to spend too much time. So, pretty much, I like Runes of Magic was a good game. I'll give him that. But Aion was originally the reason I think that Aion is a better game, in my opinion. Obviously, yeah, guys, this isn't like fact. It's opinion based. So my basis for thinking it's a better game than Runes of Magic and this other one I can't think of is basically because Aion was designed in the first place as a pay-to-play. Therefore, they put a lot of time and a lot of effort into perfecting everything. Okay, they put a lot of, and they meant it to be like World of Warcraft, so that you had everything was balanced. Things were balanced. Things were great. Things just looked really good. And so and I think because of that the game is a lot better, and it's developed, and it has ended up being a better overall play experience. And I'm playing this. I like playing Aion because it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun, on top of my Minecraft and Skyrim stuff. I don't play Skyrim very often because I'm kind of waiting for Elder Scrolls Online to be released late this year, and so yeah, all about that. Where are these little, forgot where these things are. Where are these things? I totally forgot. Where in the world? Okay, hold on. Where is this? A Scarfang, an Apex Horn, or a Brax Hoof. Okay, I gotta find an Apex Horn. I don't forget where the Apex are. I have no idea where these Apex are. Young Arya, Dukari. Uh-oh, it's not good. And I like the chains because it kind of adds a little bit of a uniqueness to the game. And obviously there are games that have that, but I think that this game is they use it very well and integrating it into all classes, so it's not just one class. It's very, very based off of chains, which I think is very cool. I don't know where these Abex are. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go get a Brax Horn. It's a lot quicker. So, and then another reason I like the game is simply due to, the combat. Look at this. You see your sword swinging. When you get hit, you actually look like you're getting hit, and I think that's really cool. I think that's something that they did very well with this game. And another thing is the wings, and I have you know, reached that where you get the where you get your wings, because in the beta you were able to get your wings and even move on from there. I think I hit like level 22 in the beta, somewhere around there, and so you know, I got pretty far into the questing, and you can only get to, I think, level 35 in the beta, and a lot of people hit that. And obviously I think it was like a weekend beta, where they just released the beta for a weekend, everybody played, and you know, kind of, there's the Apex, I'm just gonna kill one of these. Everybody played for the weekend, and you know, they had a ton of people playing. I think they had 4 up for, maybe, I think it was maybe 2, and they really, it was a very well done beta, and they did a great job with it, I think. And obviously I played the beta, so obviously I've got an opinion on that. And on top of all of that, you've got to key in the questing, and the questing with this game is absolutely lovely. In World of Warcraft, questing is good, questing is great. They do a great job with it. And in other games, the questing isn't so good. And end game content, end game leveling, 50 to 55 in Aion was very, very, very rough. You know, you had to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You know, a lot of that bases from the game's development, and a lot of people, they didn't allow people to get that high in the beta, so you know, you really couldn't deal with the problem if you don't know that it's there. So they've got, I gotta go turn this thing in. You have to look at that and kind of realize that if you had to grind for 5 levels, sure, you know, it sucks, but you're high level now. I think I would have been driven to hit the level cap enough to grind through it. At the time, I wouldn't do that now because I really don't have the time to. I probably want to even end up playing this game every day this week, even for a little bit. So there's a lot that goes on in the game, and that people, you know, figured out when they actually ended up playing it, and they fixed that problem. And now the game is completely free to play. No. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna get this next quest. And so this game is very well put together, and I'm glad that it's free to play. I actually sent the developers an email saying that I think the game would expand more if it were free to play, and it did end up, you know, expanding a lot more. And I think that the free to play service and the free to play fact is really, you know, an overall great idea. And obviously they had to, because the game wasn't getting like anywhere. If anything, it was shrinking, and you know, you're losing subscriptions. You have to lay people off, and this way, you know, they're still making money from conveniences, and they don't need nearly, well, they don't need nearly as much maintenance, because they've already done a lot of perfecting. And so there's a lot of time and effort that has been put into this game, but it's an overall great game, I think. It definitely is. They've done a great job of putting a good game together. Ooh, crap. Okay. Running away. Shield. Block. Okay. Okay, now we're good. And I like the chains. I like how you can, you know, freaking, you can use one ability or the other ability. I'm probably gonna go Gladiator after I hit level 10, because at level 10 you can pick a certain a subclass. There are subclasses within classes. Like for the Warrior, you can either go Templar or you can go Gladiator. You know, and it's a really cool system that they've got going. And so through that, they've got obviously a lot of opportunity for people to play the way they want to. Obviously the game has its errors, like the environment. I don't like I've found a lot of issues with the environment that I have, but it's not important with this right now. So I think that the combat is great, though. I already mentioned that. The combat is fantastic, I might say. I like playing a melee class, mainly because I'm gonna avoid that guy. Melee class, just because I think you can get. I mean, my first World of Warcraft class was a shaman. I was an enhancement, and so I really played melee a lot. I had a lot of melee base, and so whenever I get into a game, I normally play the melee class first. I get into a melee class, which isn't, you know, nothing wrong with it. So, and I wanted to do a little bit of a show, not much show, but just a few weeks ago, I'm pretty sure, ZeniMax Studios. What the hell? How did that guy hit me so hard? Anyway, ZeniMax Studios released a cinematic trailer for The Elder Scrolls Online. And right after Skyrim came out, and I was able to play Skyrim. I bought it for both PC and I have 2 copies, one for my Xbox at my dad's house and one for my Xbox at my mom's house. And right after I got the game and started playing it, I really told my friend who introduced me to Elder Scrolls Online that I think that it would be really cool if they released an online version of Skyrim. And I saw Skyrim, I saw Elder Scrolls Online, I saw the cinematic trailer for it, and I'm like, huh, interesting. And so I you know, obviously I read into it, like I always do. I read into it and I researched it, and apparently, you know, they are integrating the originalities that is Elder Scrolls. Obviously, it's called Elder Scrolls Online, so they have to, otherwise people wouldn't play it. And I think that Bethesda and the creators of the Elder Scrolls would not let a good version of the Elder Scrolls Online, they wouldn't let a bad game ruin their name. Obviously, you know, for the beginning ones, Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, those ones were very, you know, not very good. I played Morrowind, and that was not bad at all. But Daggerfall was sketchy. It was PC, and so was Arena. And Oblivion was great. Oblivion for Xbox 360 is great. Great game. And so is Skyrim. I don't think that they would let somebody ruin their name by creating a good game and putting the name Elder Scrolls on it. And so I think that it should be a pretty good game. I've done a lot of video watching, a lot of reading into it, and they are very excited for this release. And you know, they've got all of Tamriel, all of Tamriel integrated into one massive. It's pretty much Skyrim Online. Obviously, it's not going to be just like Skyrim, but online. Excuse me. Not going to be just like Skyrim Online, but it's going to be a great game, because they wouldn't let somebody, you know, tarnish the name of the Elder Scrolls. You know, we've known Elder Scrolls to be absolutely flawless games, just flawless. You know, Skyrim had some glitches, but they were fixed pretty quickly. And so it should be interesting to see how it ends up. I want to go over just a few more things related to Elder Scrolls Online. There is talk of do I need any more of these? There is talk of a fast travel system through these locations called way shrines. And what way shrines? Oh wow, I don't have any free spots. I'm gonna get rid of this. Through race shrines. I don't know exactly how that's gonna work, because I don't want people to know too much about the game. But pretty much what I think it's gonna be is, I think in every like main leveling area is going to be a way shrine, and through that way shrine you can obviously travel. And with Aion terms, you know, it's like going through a flight transportation system, or with World of Warcraft terms, it's like going through a flight master, so you can, you know, get someplace fast. I hope it's not so, you know, abused as the fast travel systems in like Fallout and in Skyrim. Because I know people who just fast travel everywhere in Skyrim, and you can actually get into a cart, a horse cart, and just travel wherever you want to go. And so I hope that it's pretty limited, and I hope that it's very they do a very careful speculation of it. But and then another thing is the mounts. I'm pretty sure that the whole, the horses will be in there, and I don't know what level restrictions on there. But what I really hope for the game is that they have it so that as soon as you get out of the leveling zone or whatever, you can, if you have the money, you can buy a mount. Because I really don't think that the way World of Warcraft works is too great. That at level 20 you can buy a mount. Obviously, it used to be 40 for a normal ground mount, but and then at 60 it used to be you get your epic mount. And then obviously flying mounts are different leveling. But now that's 20 and 40. 40 gets you your epic ground mount. And then on top of I'm gonna go turn this last question. And then on top of that, you've got all your weird class mounts, and Death Knight with the Archerus Death Charger, and then you've got a bunch of the Paladin stuff, and different faction mounts. I think that they should have faction-based mounts in Elder Scrolls Online. Not too many of them. I think the ones that they have for World of Warcraft, they did a great job. That's one thing that WoW did great, was the mounts, the faction-based mounts. And I think that Elder Scrolls Online will be probably a very balanced game. And so I think I'm anxious to play it. I mean, I've already signed up for the beta, and I've got a very, very, very good computer, so I should be able to. Hopefully, I'll get in. I would very much hope so. Yeah, and then another thing would be in the E3 demo of it. Paul Sage, which is the creative developer for Elder Scrolls Online, pretty much the game director, development director for the project. He said that they want your user interface to be very sleek and very minimal. And what I mean by that is, he said that they have spent a lot of time on making the world and all the art very Elder Scrolls like, and I think a lot of it will follow the way that Skyrim had just created a beautiful picture. Skyrim in itself is amazing. They did a great job with that. All the mountains, and just the level of detail that there was just outstanding. And so I can't wait to see what they do with Elder Scrolls Online. I think it'll be really, really cool. But I think that there's obviously going to be problems with the game, and that's why they have betas so people can test it, and they want the user interface to be very, very small, very minimal, probably like 2 bars. You got obviously be able to customize it, and then I think everything will be down at the bottom of the screen, just like in Aion. Other than you've got your target up here, and I think I just provoked somebody. Did I? Yeah, no, I don't think I did. And so I think that they have really put a lot of thought into Elder Scrolls Online. I really hope that it turns out to be a very good game. I think it will. If you guys have any questions about Elder Scrolls Online, I have read up a lot about it, and I can even search them for you. If they're pretty complex questions, I can go ahead and do some research. I've done a lot of it, so I'm not afraid to do more. And I would definitely recommend downloading Aion. Even if you play like World of Warcraft or a paid MMO, download Aion. I know it's like a 20 gig file, and it's ridiculous, but it's a very good game, and I think everybody should try it. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please watch my other videos, rate this video, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.